Hey there. So, first, I want to apologize for not having done a post this weekend. I just really wasn't feeling well. One allergy attack after another, and that's what I get for doing yard work. But although I wasn't feeling all that great today either, um, which is why I didn't get all dolled up, I just felt a need to come and speak to you guys because I like to um, do it before the moment passes. I get inspired, someone tells me something, sparks an idea, and I just want to spit it out. So here's the thing, someone asked me what the secret to my marriage, or my successful marriage was, and I laughed. And yes, I am happily married for 14 years, but the thing is that that hasn't been always the case. This is my second marriage. So I try to think, then what makes a successful marriage? And so I was thinking about how when I was growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, you're taught that the secret to a successful marriage is to bring God into your marriage, to pick a partner that puts God first in their life, because and then that person would know how to apply those godly spiritual rules into the marriage, and that would allow it to grow stronger, happier, and more loving. So I tried that. So I made sure to choose my husband um, or choose a husband that did full-time service in the organization. They dedicated their lives to just serving God, and someone who had privileges within the organization and had a job title that indicated the level of their spirituality, because if they weren't spiritual they wouldn't have had these type of privileges or job titles. And so when someone started to try to court me, and this person was someone of the full-time service, I would have been a fool to have turned that down, because a full-time servant doesn't come along just every day. And so I was very encouraged to accept that. And so we dated, and he proposed, and I accepted, and we got married, all by the time I was 20 years old. And what does a 20-year-old know about how to actually choose a lifetime partner? I had no experience, so I confided in those experienced people. I confided in the organization that was looking for my well-being, and they told me that this is what I needed to do to make this work. So after being married, after our I do's, just like in every marriage, certain things started to surface. And I'm not talking about the normal naggy stuff or him leaving stuff around. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that certain non-marriage material qualities started to surface. Certain things started to show up in this person that I would never have chosen in a lifetime partner. And so that's when I realized this organization quiets the person that's in front of you. And so you stop seeing who they are, and all you see is the Jehovah Witness person in front of you, the person who works and does. That's like saying, oh, I don't see, sorry, my laptop light gave out. I didn't know who this person was, but because they're a successful doctor, that's who I married. Crazy. But that's what I did, because that's what you're taught. That's how you're guided. And fast forward, it didn't work out, because once I started to see certain things and he allowed the real person to show through, I no longer knew him. And so fast forward, I decided to get a divorce and raise our son as a single mom. And I was happy. I was finally happy. So I met my second husband, and unbeknownst to me, he too was an ex-Jehovah's Witness. My mom loved to say that God brought us together, and as if God was a matchmaker and took out time to worry about my love life. But that's another post, okay? So, but anyway, we saw each other for who we were. We loved who that other person was. And forget about the whole witness thing. We were just so much alike. And because of that, we dated only 5 months before getting married. And yes, that's crazy in itself. But we've been married for 14 years. But a little kink in the road was when my husband, my present husband, decided that he wanted to go back to this organization. He wanted to give it another try. And against my will, but as the good wife, I went along with it. And here's what happened. Who we were as people, what we loved so much about each other, started to blend into the background somewhere. We started to get lost because all that mattered was the organization. All that mattered was the importance of getting to the meetings, of getting to the Kingdom Hall, preaching door to door, how many hours we preached, how many magazines we gave out to people, how many Bible studies we were able to find, how many assembly conventions we assisted, that summer. And everything about your life becomes the organization. And that didn't work for us. And so we started to lose ourselves as individuals, and that affected our marriage. It would affect any marriage. So fast forward, and eventually we both left the organization, and for good this time, thankfully. And we started to see each other again. And we started to get to know each other again. And we started to become the individuals that we fell in love, that so attracted us to the other person so many years before. And so anyway, my point is that there is no secret to a successful marriage. And don't let an organization tell you that if you do this one thing, you'll be blessed and that your marriage is going to grow. And if it didn't grow and something is making it fail, then it's your fault, and then you didn't do something according to their standards. That's not what makes it fail. What makes it fail is that you stop becoming who you are, or you didn't see who that lifetime partner you chose really was. And so that's my advice. Get to know the person. See them in the raw. Be raw for that person to see. And only like that can you see if you're the right person and if they're the right person for you. And what's one of my secrets to my marriage now? This is silly. This is just an add-on. My husband loves to cook. Yeah, he loves to cook, and he makes the most amazing meals, and that makes me so happy because I don't have to cook all the time. And yes, I know how to cook and I will cook sometimes, but he loves it. And to know that he does that while I do the other stuff, and it just makes a nice balance in our home. And every time he sets that plate in front of me, I love him even more. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that. Wishing you all of you that are already married, wishing you all the happiness in the world. Keep working at it and getting to know each other for real. And for those of you looking for a lifetime partner, be real. Don't be fake with who you're dating or who you plan on dating. And don't let an organization tell you that there is a secret to a successful marriage, because there isn't, because it's hard work and there is not one fits all. So anyway, if you like this post, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Leave comments. All of you have been great and very encouraging. And for those of you who don't agree, please share that as well, because we learn through that as well. And I welcome all. This is your platform as well. And just wanted to say good night. See you next week. And thanks for listening. Bye.